Hello and welcome to Hazlewood Castle Hotel. So this place has over 1,000 years of history. Been in the same family for over 900 years. They've actually found evidence to date Romans activity was here as well. So you can just imagine the age of this place. So that right there is the chapel. That's the main body of the building. I'm pretty sure that these may be a bit more newer. That's where I stayed last night. You'll see the video for that shortly. Got here a bit late last night, so it was a bit dark, so I just did the room and a couple of other little bits and bats that I could get to. So the first mention of the castle is in the Domesday Book. It's owned by the Vavassor family, and actually around this area, I think it might be to that direction over there, those fields, was the biggest battle in English history. Towton Moor, over 28,000 men killed in one day. Bloodiest battle ever on English soil. So I'm in cornflower. Just now, trying to get the door open one hand. No, it's already open. Oh, this is nice. So you get your TV, couch. There's the bed. It's a nice room, this. Very nice. For only 70 quid, I think it was £70. The bathroom. Let's have a look at the view. Well, that's not the best, but oh, you get a bidet, that makes up for it. That's always a bonus. Yeah, so that's the actual room. Little secret doorway. There's another one in the bookshelf. I think this just actually leads to other rooms. Yeah, it does. Hid in a bookcase like that though. I'll show you again. That's the main reception down there. I don't actually know if you can walk up here, just thought I'd have a look. Oh, it is rooms. Yeah. So obviously, as you've probably noticed, I'm doing this at night. Got here quite late. It was already dark by the time I got here, so I'm doing the inside now, and then I'll do the outside tomorrow. Well, it'll all be one video, so you won't probably know the difference. So that just gives a little brief idea of the history, what I was talking about. But I just wanted to show some of the carvings that's in here. Some strange ones. I think some of them are obviously depicting religious happenings, like stories from the Bible. That's usually a common one. You can see this here. Oh, that's the main entrance there. That's where you walk through. Reception's through them doors. The grand hall is to the left, but it's too dark to do at the minute, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. If you look at this here, to me that looks like that's a new add-on, like it's covering something, or possibly some faces in there. Look at the carvings a bit lower down. So I'm now inside the Great Hall. A lot of weddings and stuff like that go on in here. You can see the crests above the top. Now that there is one of the original windows, and that was discovered by mistake. As you can see, the other ones don't have that there. That's just a modern window. But I did see online that is one of the originals that they found by mistake. I don't know if somebody's done like some offerings or something there. Looks like there's some nuts and stuff. So this looks like the main entrance. For some reason, you drive through here, round there, and then that's where the rooms are. There is some in the hotel, actually in that castle there, but unfortunately I didn't get in one of those last night. It was another one, so the cornflower room. But it's a beautiful surroundings. If you're in the area, I'd recommend it. It's about 20 miles from York, not far from Tadcaster, if people know where that is. But here's the front of the castle. Owned by the Vavasour family. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to get in that chapel shortly. Also the restaurant is actually named after them, the family that owned it. Look at this, I've just stumbled across a peacock and his 5 ladies. Let's have a little closer view while we're looking. So this is the grounds. You can sit through there, there's a little area to sit. I can't remember exactly how big this estate is, but it is a large one, many hectares. Come on, put your feathers out for me. Give us a show. Look at this here. So he's got 3 here with him. There's one over there and one over there. How have you managed that? So let's have a little walk. There is something over. Little statue on a pile of rocks over there. Wonder what this is to be in the middle of a big field kind of thing. Donated by Frances in memory of her husband. Ah. I thought it was an actual memorial to some member of the family, but I don't know if it is actually. Something's going on over there. So I walk back through the entrance. What's that there? I don't know if that's the crest for the family. Maybe that's something to do with the Crusades. I'm pretty sure that is some kind of temple, or maybe Cyprus cross. That looks like the the Muslim half moon. Possibly, I'm not too sure, but possibly. So from as far as I can gather, that chapel is actually closed majority of the time. I asked a member of staff who said, if you want to go in, just get the key and lock up after yourself, so let's do that. Taking it, that's the door there. So I've just walked through that door there. I don't know if you can see very well in here with it being dark, but let me just open the door. Now you can see the door. So, let's push that too. You actually had to get the key from reception, and I need to show you the key. Look at the size of that. I'd love a key like that for the front of my house. So here we are inside the chapel. So there's some members of the family buried in here from as far as I can gather, and there is some knights buried in here as well. I'm not sure if it's that man there or one up here, which I'll just get to now while I'm on the subject. That man there. Something about when the legs are crossed it like that, they died on crusade in the Holy Land. That's great, that with his shield and sword. So this original chapel, the ceiling was burnt down by a member of the family when they was fighting between each other. That's as far as I could gather from my research. The new one was added, and now this is one of the oldest chapels in the country. The original walls and structure and everything date from, I think it's 1280, something around there. A couple of statues there. Nice little chapel. Look at this on the floor. I'm presuming that this is somebody's grave. But if you just look at that. Now that to me looks like some symbolism. Cup of Christ possibly. Give us everlasting life so you don't become a skull, you don't die. The book, could be the Bible, I'm not sure about that one. You can stand up there if you wanted to. That's it for the chapel. You can see the two figures there and they're kneeling, praying. Yeah, so there we go. Hazlewood Castle, over 1,000 years of history in these walls. You can actually do a historical tour here. I've done a lot of the research myself, so I think that's about it for today then.